Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
I have a theme
It's been long
song.
time.
Welcome to Better Than Brunch. I'm Taj.
I'm Cass.
I'm Denise.
I'm Cherish, and I have a theme song.
Yes.
There's brunch in this house. There's brunch in this house. There's brunch in the house.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Amazing.
Well done. Well done.
How
So,
is everyone today?
Hey, we made it another week, so that's an upside.
Made it another week. Like this past week was a hard week for me, and I work at a school, and our orientation starts tomorrow, and it's a 5-day, full day virtual orientation. And I'm a little overwhelmed, but it's good.
yeah.
I know, Denise, I know you can relate.
Yep, I work at university too, and our students are all back. The first day of classes is tomorrow. I haven't been there the last week because my son's teacher tested positive, so we're in quarantine for 2 weeks as a precaution. So that's fun, but you know, it's fine. Half our state blew over on Monday. It's fine. So you know, we're talking better than brunch. And it's cocktail week, which is apropos.
Cocktail week.
Yes. Tell us about it. Should I just get right into it? Taj has a cocktail. Show it to us.
Oh, sure.
So I was thinking like summery cocktails, and I know for me during the summer, nothing is better than a really good margarita. And so I decided to do a spicy mango margarita. So it's got, you can see there's some jalapenos in there. There's a little bit of mango nectar. There's some lime juice. There's some really good tequila. And then I used a tagine to line the top. So it's really refreshing, slightly sweet because I'm not a super sweet cocktail person, and a little kick to it from the spice. But it's really refreshing on a summer day. And even though the clouds still have to burn off over on this side, it's supposed to be a hot one today.
What time is it there for you?
It's only 10:18. But when I woke up this morning, it was really dark, uncharacteristically so for this time of year. And so it feels like both fall is already rolling in, but also maybe there's going to be some random summer storms coming. So it's definitely possible, but kind of a rare thing.
I'm sorry we made you make a alcoholic drink this early in the morning.
I'm not sorry.
I'm not sorry at all. Brunch happens either morning, noon, or afternoon. So I will be very happy to enjoy this beverage while we talk.
Where did you get the inspiration for that one?
This one, I mean, it's one of my favorites. Anytime I have tequila or mezcal, I tend to want it spicy. And so whether it's jalapenos or serranos or habanero, I like to mix that with a fruit. And so you could easily make this with pineapple or guava or passion fruit. And all of those would turn out really well for summer.
What tequila do you use?
This one is Cazadores. But I also have Milagro and a few others. I have a lot of liquor here, people. I don't know what to tell you. But but it works out really well. It's their Blanco, and it mixes really well in cocktail.
Nice. Denise, you have cocktails and sexy stories.
Yes. Woo-hoo. So my newsletter subscribers, I think it's going to go out Wednesday. I have 4 cocktails that my cousin designed. They all match the book cover and kind of are inspired by the book. And my favorite of those is a red pepper and strawberry cocktail that is amazing. She is a much better mixologist than me, so I was excited that she came up with these 4 recipes, and they're all really summery and have fruit and are refreshing. And so those will go out. And then because it's like the grizzled thing, I just see it like stimulus, and then I have to write a love scene based on it. So there's 4 little vignettes that all go with the drinks. So some are a little bit sexy and some are just kind of cute and sweet. So yeah, those are going out on Wednesday, and then maybe next week I'll have that cocktail in front of me. I mean, I'm characteristically irresponsible, and there's water in front of me right now.
Have you tried making one yet?
I've made 2 of them. There is one that's got fresh berries in it and rum, and I made that one. And then I did the strawberry black pepper one. I didn't have all the ingredients. I just got some of them at the grocery store yesterday for the other 2. But yeah, I can't remember. I think I sent you all some of them, but they're tasty. So hopefully folks will make them and share them. But yeah, those are coming this week. So that's my cocktail contribution.
Yay.
That's awesome.
How about you two, Cherish and Cass?
I don't have any cocktail news. We've got a little bit of Jameson left, and I have no mixer, so I guess it'll just be drank neat.
Just like the original cocktail.
Right.
I found a vanilla cider at the store the other day, and it's refreshing. I have
Really?
Like it almost made me go, I shouldn't buy this very often because it goes down real smooth. And it feels like you're not drinking alcohol, but it just tastes like almost like a vanilla apple juice or something. It's yeah,
Those are dangerous.
they really are. But very tasty. I've never seen it before. I'll find out what it is and tell you. But like I'm wondering if it's like a local craft, but we'll see because it's tasty. Tasty.
Yes.
I also found a Bloody Mary in a can, which I thought I was going to hate, but it's not as bad as I thought. If you put a little bit of lime in there, then it does the trick.
Yes.
Do you think this is the time when everybody shifts from baking banana bread to getting very fancy with their cocktails, like people who haven't previously been?
Yes.
There's definitely a shift.
Yeah, I didn't bake in the beginning. I still won't bake, but I've been heavily drinking. So,
Yeah.
I made banana bread like a month ago, and for a while my kid and I would make cookies once a week, but they were cake mix cookies, which is a cake mix and 3 eggs and some oil, and it's good and easy.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have not been fancy in the kitchen in our house.
I've
no.
done a couple of pie crusts, tart crusts, cakes, scones, and I'm toying with the idea right now of doing some like apple hand pies. Like they look almost like empanadas.
Yes.
Um,
Are you going to fry or bake them?
bake?
Okay.
I don't know. Like it's funny. Even when I make like Filipino empanadas, which are traditionally fried, I bake them just to give it a different texture and keep the crust really buttery. Because I use like my all butter pie crust for it.
Ooh.
So it just changes the flavor a little bit. But I've been really thinking about it, and I'm like, but maybe I can make it boozy, like a boozy apple pie hand pie.
Ooh,
I
you
feel like
should find.
should. And that's maybe a good way to celebrate because you had some news this week.
Yeah.
News that I keep being like, wait, who has news? What's going on? Yeah.
You have news.
So it's actually official. I accepted a preempt offer for a 2-book deal. And so my story about Savvy and her journey to self-acceptance and love has been picked up by Mira, which is a part of Harlequin, which is a part of HarperCollins. And yeah, I'm already reeling from deadlines, but I'm really, really excited to work with my editor April Osborne and to just keep working, keep pitching. Hopefully, we can just really start a wonderful relationship that lasts. And I, as you guys know, because we've been talking about this for a while, like I still can't completely compute. I did celebrate with a really lovely bottle of champagne that a friend shipped to me, and
Yes.
yeah, so
Yay.
Aw,
I love it. Love it, love it, love it.
Yay.
so nice.
Does it feel so good being able to talk about it and like just
Right.
yeah, like I was actually really nervous. So the day that I posted the news on Twitter, the PM post actually went up the night before, and it was unexpected because April had just put it into the system that day, and she was like, normally it takes 1 to 2 days, and I just happened to be on there just perusing other things, and then all of a sudden it popped up, and I was like, oh my god. But it went on the system at like 10 o'clock at night Eastern time, and so I was like, okay, so I'm gonna plan this out and post it like really early tomorrow morning. And but I was actually nervous putting the announcement out. I don't know why. Like it felt I've had a lot of anxiety about it, even though like really close friends already knew and were
Right.
excited. I think I was scared to show my family. Honestly, it's a lot, and it's really personal, and especially when you're writing romance, people get to know you in a way that that they don't often get. And my family's very, very large, and I love you if you're watching. I'm sure you're not watching, but I love you if you're watching. But it's a side of me that they don't know at all. So I think I was
Yeah. No, that's
as I'm over here like wringing my hands.
you.
Drink
You
the cocktail,
literally
get your hands
are.
up.
All right, I'm like, cheers.
No, I totally get that. It's still kind of a different genre that people are still like a little nervous about, but when it's out and your family knows more about it, they're going to be sharing that stuff all over Facebook. They're going to be like, my baby's a writer and
Yeah.
I know her, and everybody's just going to be really excited to get their hands on it for sure.
I told my mom I'm gonna glue together the pages of the section.
Yeah.
I told you all I created a redacted early version of my book for my parents, but then I accidentally sent them the real one instead.
Jesus.
My mom texted me and said, wow, this is a little spicy. And I was like, is it? Because I retracted everything and just put they are intimate in brackets. And there's several pages or chapters. Yep, sent the wrong one. So, surprise. Fine, it's fine. I didn't redact the second book for her, so.
Well, the viewers don't know about Denise's news about your book
Yes.
going abroad.
Oh, yeah. It's like, what news are you talking about? Some might, because I put it out on social media. But yeah, my book is going to be sold in the UK starting 3rd of December. So that's exciting. It'll be through Piatkis, which is part of Little Brown UK. So my friends across the pond, I may have you doing some scouting. And then I don't remember the last time we chatted. It's been a while. My book got its first trade review, which was a starred review. So that was very cool. And even though I'm not supposed to be reading reviews on Goodreads or wherever and otherwise, they've been largely positive so far. And so that is still kind of a cool, fun thing to do.
That's so awesome.
I know it won't stay that way. I know I'm not supposed to. I'm breaking the rules. It's fine.
Love it. I love it.
And then for the three of us, Cass has already done this in the past, and she's guiding us through it. But me, Denise, and Taj are going to be Pitch Wars mentors.
Yay!
So,
Your mentees are all so lucky when they get you. Oh my goodness.
I think we're really excited. We're working on stuff right now, wish lists and such, and y'all will hear more about this later. Everything is like in such a stage, so we can't even say like what we're looking for right now.
Right. We can't say a lot right now. but like you will be. I will be really excited to work with whomever submits to me, and that I know like whomever gets the team of Cherish and Denise is going to be so lucky. I know I would have killed to be their mentee because I already asked them tons of. I am their mentee now unofficially because I ask them advice all the time. But they're wonderful people. They're fantastic.
We're all peers.
I'm still not believing that.
When did the
Sometimes we look to Cherish as our grizzled romance mentor, but that's just because
True.
she's Cherish.
wish lists go up?
I've seen a lot. It's really hard out here.
Okay, I actually totally want to write a romance novel with a grizzled old like author as the character.
Yes.
I love it. I love it.
All right.
I think it goes up cast September 12th.
Okay.
So that's when people who are looking to participate can jump around to everyone's blogs and see, what different mentors are looking for.
That's awesome. It's such a fun experience. You all are going to have like the best time, especially once you get your mentor, mentee and like communicate. It's so much fun.
I'm looking forward
I'm
to
looking
it.
forward to it.
Yeah.
Yay.
Well, Cherish, speaking of being the grizzled mentor,
Yes.
who you got beef with this week?
I have. Okay, so none of my beefs make any sense. I think the audience knows this.
I think we really learned that when we got to Hans Zimmer.
That was the first one.
Right out the gate. So I've been taking a break from writing and plotting and watching like a lot of television. YouTube has been what I'm on. Murder mysteries specifically, and like the domestic awful stuff. The husband did it. And ABC News, the YouTube channel, has these Dateline-ish specials where you watch them in like 7-minute increments, part 1 through 5. And I watched about 3 specials where the last part was missing. And so I don't know who killed Jennifer. I don't know where Megan's body was dumped. I don't know if Tom killed the nanny. These things. And I've wasted, I want to say, 3 hours of my life just going, click to the next part, click to the next part, and then that last part is gone. So ABC News is dead to me. I will not get taken for a ride ever again to this second location of disappointment. You will not kidnap me, ABC News. I will not stand for this any longer. So yeah, that's my mini beef. Do with it what you will.
It's a fair beef.
Upload all the parts. Jesus, it's that easy.
Robert Stack never did that to you.
No,
In Unsolved
you got
Mysteries.
You got an entire unsolved mystery. It was unsolved, but you saw it to its entirety.
Robert Stack was the hero who delivered.
It's true.
Brought it home.
Ugh. So that was my beef. The next time we film, I might pass the beef on to one of you. Because my life is not that exciting right now, and the things that I get angry about are really insane.
I think I can almost guarantee, with being our campus being back open, that my beef will have everything to do with people being irresponsible in their social behavior. But maybe not. I could be totally wrong.
I think it probably will be.
But I could be. So you can pass the beef next time.
Yes.
I'll pass the beef. We need to sort out the grizzled.
Yeah, what's my prompt today?
Grizzle.
I had an idea, but you don't have to go with this one if you don't want to. But I was just thinking, keeping in with everything that's going on, what if it was like a grizzled mixologist who meets uh, a fruit farmer at the farmer's market to get their cocktail additions. And there's
Okay.
something going on there. Like he goes early in the morning to go get the fruit for his fancy drinks.
Yeah, Joe Top Bar. Joe Top Pour. Sorry. Joe Top Pour was, you know, the city's preeminent mixologist, sought after for high-end parties, Instagram influencer, YouTube, like the whole works. Like really was, if there was a cocktail, if there was something alcohol related, you wanted Joe Top Pour in your corner. And Joe Top Pour lived high. He lived high and he lived hard. And when he fell fast. A scandal that involved accusations of stealing recipes really tanked his career. Suddenly he was, losing followers. He wasn't getting invited to these parties, wasn't being hired, and really fell out of favor. So 2 years later, while drinking his whiskey neat store brand, Ralph's brand whiskey,
like bottom shelf,
just really like no passion for the craft anymore. Is just trying to get through the days and do what he needs to do. And a friend drags him to the farmer's market. Puts the whiskey aside, the generic Ralph's brand whiskey, and then goes to the farmer's market with this friend to help them shop for some ingredients for food. And he is taken by the produce at this stand and then taken by the woman selling the produce. And all of a sudden, from nowhere, as he handles these mangoes, he is sort of inspired of this drink that he's never made before and he's never seen it before, but his mind just starts turning in the way that it used to when he was at the top of his game. And suddenly Joe Top Pour is in this sort of frantic space that he has to buy these mangoes and he has to go make this drink. And he barely even notices, even though despite that initial attraction, barely even notices the woman selling him the mangoes, buys them, goes home, makes this drink. It's effervescent. It's amazing. And he feels this sense of renewal. And so despite, trying to make this again, trying to find this other fruit, he can't find fruit that's as good as at this stand. So he returns. And this time, the woman who is, what is her name?
Jenny Melons.
Let's call her Jemiah Melons. Let's mix it up a little bit. Jemiah Melons from Melons Fruit Stand, Melons and More, helps him to find this fruit, and then together they start like exploring all these different types of cocktails and how sort of agriculture can be tied to this sort of high-end cocktail experience and how that can bring different worlds together. There's a heated moment that involves an orchard and some oranges, and everything goes from there. And then Joe Top Pour and Jemiah Melons really find that they complete each other in a way that neither was expecting.
Please tell me that they start a bar called Farm to Bar. I don't know. Sorry.
Farm to Glass.
Farm to Glass.
Farm to Glass. And it's all farm to table, but it's farm to glass. And that's how things happen.
Extraordinary.
I'm here for this story.
Some of these actually are like really good ideas, and I'm kicking myself that I just shared them on YouTube for anybody else to take.
Either way, I think they should go on your spreadsheet, because this one in particular, I mean, chef's kiss.
This actually seems doable.
It does.
Okay, let me add it to the list.
Yes, please.
We need it.
I like the idea of him falling out of favor, like a Kylie Jenner says, Joe Top Pour is canceled. I don't drink his cocktails.
That's actually the name of the book. Joe Top 4 is canceled.
Oh, I love it.
Yes.
And to show you that it's official,
Yeah.
Yes.
it's going on the board.
And Cass.
So that is today's grizzled character. It's Joe Top 4.
Yes, Cass, great job thinking of these fantastic characters, bringing love to the top 4 and the mango melon lady. You know, this is phenomenal.
You can
Jemiah Melon.
You can have your
Jemiah
cousin
Melon.
Actually, do you already have a book idea that looks at like agriculture and particularly like Black women in agriculture and some of the things there, but it doesn't have quite as much whimsy as Joe Top 4, so we're good.
You can have your cousin make drinks for the book too.
Yeah, for Joe Top 4's new menu.
Yeah.
Y'all are gonna love these drinks. They're seriously good. My cousin is so talented.
I'm ready.
Allison, I don't know if you're watching, but you're amazing. So
Can't wait to try
we
them.
have about like 5 minutes left. Maybe we could share what we're reading now or things we've read this week.
I'm not reading anything. Sorry.
I am still reading Catherine Adele West's book, and it's not anything to do with her book is fantastic. I kind of slowed down because I have a bunch of deadlines now, guys, and just trying to make sure I'm covering all of my bases. And it's actually this past week and next week are 2 of probably the 4 busiest weeks of my school year. So I had to slow way down on my reading, but I have that, and I have like a handful of books, including Adriana Herrera's Here to Stay, that are on my list to read, which I got from Denise's wonderful recommendation, and I can't wait to dig into, but I've definitely had to slow down.
I bought it, but I bought a million things, but I haven't read anything.
I'm not sleeping right now that much, so it means I'm reading a lot. In the 2 weeks that I had my commute back, I did so many audiobooks, which was great. I'm almost done with a Nina Crespo one about a male stripper, dancer. Can't remember what it's called. I'll look at it. I can look it off camera, but
is it
the first rule of hookups, which is a lot of fun.
Is the meat cute that their laundry is mixed up?
No.
Okay.
They meet at a review show. I'm also listening to the audiobook of Something to Talk About by Meryl Wilsner, which is really good. I devoured Adriana Herrera's Here to Stay, which comes out next week, I think. And it's amazing. Like, I've never read Longing written quite that good and quite that hot, where it's still sexy, but you're just like, get together already, just yes. Maybe just me, but I loved it. And what else did I read? I read an arc of Libby Hubscher's Meet Me in Paradise, which will be out next spring in March. And it's I'd say probably it's got a strong romantic thread in it, but really more women's fiction. But like, I ugly cried, like had to get up from my bed to go wash my face, ugly crying, and it was so moving and like delightful. And so I think that's kind of my week in reading. I did finish Go Deep by Risley. Am I blanking on last name?
Yeah, I'm still halfway through that. I had to take a break because stuff. I know that I need to read for the book club on Twitter, Love in the Time of Corona. So I'm actually quite excited about that because I would love to see somebody's take on this current awful thing. Yeah. Cass, what are you reading?
Revisions.
Work.
Over and over again. And because of that, I haven't really been able to concentrate on any like pleasure reading. And so I've been binge watching TV instead at night because I also haven't been sleeping very well since like the beginning of March. And
what are you watching?
This week has been real estate stuff, which I know we were talking about Zillow, and I think that sort of also set me off with like watching stuff. So trashy TV is called Selling Sunset.
Oh, I've been wanting to watch that.
You should. It's good. It's the wow.
It's on Netflix, right?
LA. It's on Netflix and I think it's on Hulu too. It's so LA. One of the women did not know what a cabin was because I guess that's so not LA.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the word exists in LA.
I know. She's like, I've heard of cabin fever, and I'm like,
Oh,
but
okay.
but like her she's amazing too. Like the wedding that she has is phenomenal, but like they're just so over the top, and I need that a little bit, you know, like I want to see the glitz and the glam and the overtopness and just like people like living extravagantly, because I feel like I'm so stuck at home all the time, and like I'm like living vicariously through them, I guess. I don't know. And then and I saw Stacey and Darcy, which is
a TLC spinoff of 90 Day Fiance. It's all Stacey and Darcy.
Oh, that Stacey and Darcy.
That Stacey.
Oh,
They made
okay.
it completely about them, and
Oh
it's
my gosh.
amazing. Granted, there's only one episode so far, but that episode will provide enough stuff to think about for a year. So, yeah.
I'm so out of loop.
Well, yeah, Darcy was meant to have her own show.
Definitely.
But it also doesn't work unless Darcy is like pining for a man who doesn't want her. So
Yeah.
I mean, like that's ammo. So
well, is time up?
I think time is coming to a close. Brunch is coming to a close. But thanks for joining us again.
Yes, thank you guys for
everyone.
tuning in, and we hope you continue and have some good cocktails this next week.
Heck yeah.
Certainly a lot of inspiration. Thanks to you guys. Thank you for that.
Yes.
Cherish, do you want to sing us out?
No.
And remember, everyone, stay tuned. I'm sure we'll talk about it again, but stay tuned for September when they get their wish lists out, and make sure you all apply to them because you will not be sorry.
Yes. Well, ladies, everyone smile for our group photo. Everyone ready? Perfect. Thank you.
Everyone have a wonderful week.
Bye.
Bye.